All right, Rockingham and the Xfinity car on a scorching hot track. This is going to be fun. So this is super duper hard. I'm gonna go 14 to 1 plus 2, and then I might be at 60 because I kind of feel like I need the rotation on entry. But if it starts to feel like it's sliding, I might even up it to 62. If you're sliding on your braking on entry, just make sure it's high enough to where that's not happening. First, just check to see if you're getting the entry angle that you want without disengaging the right rear. But if all else fails, raise that brake bias. But you're going to need it to rotate the car through the corners. This is going to be super duper hard. Second lap, hot lap. No grip on the first lap. Arguably no grip on the second lap either, but that's okay. It's going to be a high line in 1 and 2, and then the low line here in 3 and 4. I'm just trying to get the car through the first lap without really sliding anything. Braking points are going to be way earlier than you think, just because of how low grip there is in this combo. We're basically prioritizing getting a straight line exit, getting some good exit speed there. Going to brake really early here to try to step a little bit high and then turn down low and go. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so early braking point here. We're going to point our car a little bit down. Come up a little bit, and then throttle back down the hill. Get the wheel straight as you can. There you go. Early braking here, we're going to take it all the way to the bottom. And early braking once we settle at the bottom. Alright, not bad. That was my first try recording. I really thought that was going to take me like 5 tries. Pretty clean lap 2. Definitely can extract some more speed by pushing the car more there. This was all the attempts that I've screwed up before getting 1 lap and being like, okay, that feels fine. And then going for the recording. Okay, so in turn 1 here. Well, first I guess we'll go for the run-up. So literally don't even worry about entering the corner with any sort of speed. The whole goal is to just get the car to turn from the wall down as quick as possible. And then full throttle pretty much at that point. Now that we're actually pushing for speed, it gets a little bit harder. So I'm going to be making sure, so you see how we enter the corner about where the safer barrier begins. I want my nose to be pointed around halfway down the track. My left front tire wants to be about pointed halfway down the track. By the time I get to that safer barrier, I was actually just full off brake and full off throttle here. I thought I had a little bit of brake inputted, but it must have not registered. And I was feeling the right rear starting to slide. So I didn't want to add any more brake because I thought it was going to disengage the right rear when I added this wheel. So this is like one of the very, very rare times that you'll ever see me coast. And it is purely because there's not enough grip in the right rear and for me to add that brake at that point. So I would rather use the wheel to turn the car because we are not worried about tires. And that's kind of the more consistent way to do that when we're not worried about tires. So very rare DJ EJ coasting moment. Put that in your bookmarks. But then once you get the car to turn parallel to the wall, we go half throttle. And then once we get the car to start turning down the hill, we go full throttle. Okay? So while the car's sliding up, you want to be usually on the trail brake. Ideally on the trail brake here. Turn the wheel, get the car rotated down with half throttle, and then once it rotates fully, unload the wheel, go full throttle. See how when I have my wheel full turned, it's half throttle, and when I have my wheel starting to center, full throttle. Can't mix those. Okay, turn 3. Super early entry. Like at the rock pretty much. Feels way early, but that's just how low grip there is here. Gonna point my left front tire right at the yellow line because once we settle into this corner, the way that this corner is shaped, we can just go. So I get the car half throttle. You see how the car starts to slide up a little bit off the yellow? Ideally, I don't want that to happen, but with this low grip in the track, it pretty much will. So I just get the car turned back down with a little bit of steering wheel and throttle, and then just go close to full throttle when I'm able to unload the steering wheel. Again, using your wheel to turn the car back down the track, not ideal on tires, but it's qualifying, so it's fine. Okay. So how the long run's going to go here is that some people will try to make the top work, and then that's great. That feels really inconsistent to me. I just want to be a bottom feeder, I think, this race. Because you can just brake early, settle down on their yellow lines, keep your tires predictable and even. You might lose a little bit of time when the top guys are running a perfect lap, but this is so difficult. I just have a hard time believing that they're going to run perfect laps. So I get a lot of speed here, but I give it all up because I don't have the angle on exit. That's where I lose all of my time when I'm running the bottom. Oh, I overdrove that just a little bit. You don't want the car to be sliding up too much. I think I caught a cloud because this track feels quicker. So really early brake, just trail the brake. You don't want to have too much brake. We just roll the bottom. Try to get a little bit of a turn down on exit. Yeah, I mean, this lap might even be faster than my qual lap, but I'm pretty sure it's because I caught a cloud and it lowered the track temperature. I mean, I guess this goes to show too, though, if you are struggling with the high line, the bottom can't be that much worse. Even if the track is a little bit cooler now with this cloud, the bottom can't be that much worse than the top if this is what it's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally running best lap material here. And this is a lot easier, let me tell you. So I'll tell you what I'm doing here. I mean, this is so much more consistent on the tires. You don't hear me sliding anything. Early brake, just get the car to trail into the corner. Once the car turns back down, we go to the partial throttle. Hold that partial throttle until the wheel goes straight, and then full throttle. Look at that. This track is so fast. Partial throttle, hold, full throttle. You could be a little more aggressive on the 3 and 4 full throttle. You don't have to be going back to center on 3 and 4 to go full throttle. You just have to remember to let the car track up. So in theory, it's just better on your tires to hold it to the bottom as long as you can. I like that little bit of a diamond shape in 1 and 2 because it helps our exit angle. But in 3 and 4, I want to get to the bottom and stay on the bottom. As little slide as possible, then we can go aggressive on the exit. You can't go too aggressive on the exit. You see how it's washed me up a little bit too much. So you want to wait on the bottom, and then when you kind of see the daylight of a straight shot angle, that's when you go. So a little tiny bit here. Again, one big thing is make sure not to turn your steering wheel to finish that diamond if you're going for it. Really just let your brake do it. I'm just going to hold it down here, and then full throttle towards the very end. Let's run a top line now to compare. Oh yeah, it's definitely faster. Yeah, this track just got faster. But look, it's not that much faster. And then top of 3 and 4 I don't believe in ever. I mean, I guess that's our session best lap. We're on old tires. Oh yeah, we won't really be able to outrun that on the bottom here. Or are we? I mean, it's more or less even. So that's very promising for this long run, that you can just roll the bottom and kind of match the speed of the people pushing the top very quickly. I'm a big believer in the bottom here.